Okay, so I've taught you how to sync two tracks so their tempos are matched, and I've also shown you how to line up the beats using the jog wheels so that they are beat matched. In this lesson, I'll show you how to tempo match two tracks without the use of the sync button. This is called manual beat mixing, and it's useful because it gives you greater control over your mix, plus it's also fun to do. Manual beat mixing is still an important skill that all DJs must learn because later on you're bound to encounter situations where hitting sync may not be enough in order to get you a smooth tempo matched mix. Plus, it's also a bit more fun to do all of the matching and mixing on your own. Think it's tough? It's easier than you think? Let's get stuck in. Throughout this course, we've been mixing songs using sync to automatically match the tempos. In this video, I'll show you how to tempo match two tracks manually. So we've got our two sample tracks loaded already. We've got Party Mix House 1 on the left deck and Party Mix House 2 on the right deck. And deck 1 is at 120 BPM and deck 2 is at 124. So how do we match their tempos without using sync? Well, that's what the pitch faders are for. The pitch faders let you speed up or slow down a track. Moving it up speeds it up, and moving it down slows it. And the cool thing is you can see the speed changing in real time as you make the adjustments over here in the tempo window in the virtual decks. You can also see the waveforms expanding and contracting depending on whether you speed it up or slow it down. Okay, so let's try tempo matching these two songs. Again, deck 1 is at 120 BPM, and I want to match the tempo of the track over here in deck 2. So I'm going to use the tempo fader. I'm going to slow it down until I get 120. There we are, perfect. Now the tempos are matched. Now let's start beat mixing these two songs. But before I do that, I first want to make sure that scratch mode is disabled. That way, when we grab the jog wheels while a track's playing, we are able to speed it up or slow it down momentarily by spinning the wheels, which is what we've been doing so far in this course. If you're curious as to how things sound with scratch enabled, let me show you. At the moment, scratch is enabled. So here's what happens when I move the jog wheel on track that's currently playing. Let's say it's this one. If I grab the jog wheel and move it back and forth, I get that scratching sound. And of course, the track also stops. So there is no way for you to speed up or slow down the track just by moving the jog wheel. You have to disable scratch. Okay, so let's press the Q button and jump back to our Q point. So again, scratch is cool, but it doesn't allow us to nudge the tempo of the track faster or slower. And to do that, we need to disable scratch mode. So let's press the scratch button to disable it. Without the light there, that means that scratch mode is turned off. Now we're going to be able to line up the beats of the two songs using the jogs. So let's disable scratch for deck 2 as well. There we go. Okay, great. So let's start beat mixing. Now I'm going to count using the 4 bars trick, and then I'm going to hit play on deck 2, and I'm going to roll off the bass and roll it back in while I am mixing and transitioning from deck 1 over onto deck 2. I also want you to pay close attention to the waveform display here in the middle of the screen. It serves as a guide for lining up the beats. I'm going to try to play a track in deck 2 a little bit later than I'm supposed to. Then I'm going to catch up by using the jog wheel. Notice how the beats will line up visually as I do that. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Yeah, so you can see that beats aren't really lined up. I'm going to use the jog wheel to catch up. Now, just by looking at the waveform spikes here, I know that they are perfectly lined up and I can begin mixing this in. I'm going to roll off the bass, move the crossfader towards the middle. There we go, nice mix. Now I'm going to move the crossfader all the way to the right while rolling the bass back in. There you go. Awesome, awesome mix. Serato DJ Lite makes manual beat mixing easy because you can see the tempos of the songs even as you adjust them when you use the pitch faders, and then you can get the tempos matched. Plus, you're also able to see the beats line up on screen via the waveform display, and you can just catch up or slow down the track by using the jog wheels long as you've got scratch mode disabled. That's all there is to it. Serato DJ Lite makes manual beat mixing easy because you can see the tempos of the songs even as you adjust them using the pitch faders. And then you can simply get them matched, and then you line up the beats after using the jog wheels with scratch mode disabled. I want you to try it out for yourself right now. Grab 2 songs from your library and try mixing without the use of the sync button.